My name is Victoria Winters. Sunset at Collinwood, and the coldness of night settles in. This is a coldness that comes not from the air, but from a place that is still and deep.
The door! Somebody open the door! Please, open the door! Barnabas,
What's the matter, David?
the door! I can't get it open.
Can't you?
How did you... It wouldn't open for me.
You probably weren't grasping it properly.
It was stuck, really stuck.
Why were you in such a hurry?
I was afraid.
What?
Well, those dogs, the ones that were howling, didn't you hear them?
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't know where they were. And, well, I didn't know whether they were outside or right here in this house.
Well, they certainly weren't in here.
I've never heard them before.
Well, it was probably just a stray dog.
Well, I think it was more than just one. It sounded like a whole pack of them. And there was never a whole pack of stray dogs around here before.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You've been crying.
Who, me? No. Not really. But I was scared.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Now, tell me, what brings you here at this hour?
I was looking for you. I had to ask you something.
What about?
The portrait of Josette. It's gone. Did you have it taken down?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Well, as you can see, I'm having a portrait of myself painted, and I intend to hang it in its place.
But what did you do with the portrait of Josette?
It was put away
Where?
into another room.
I see. Well, you know it was my favorite painting.
Yes, I know you told me.
And, well, I was wondering if... Well, if you're not going to be using it... Well, would you give it to me?
Oh, I couldn't do that, David. That portrait belongs in this house. It's never to be removed.
But it belongs right up there on the wall. It was hanging there for over 100 years.
Well, I'm restoring this house to its original condition, and I promise you that Josette's portrait will be hung in a prominent place in one of the rooms.
And can I see it whenever I want?
Whenever you want.
When can I see it first?
Oh, it'll be some time before we're ready to hang it, but I'll let you be the first to know.
Hi, Willie.
Hello, David.
What are you doing here?
Well, I work here.
Did you know that Barnabas and I were cousins?
Yeah. It's getting kind of late. You better go.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, David.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Barnabas.
Goodbye, David.
Hey, careful in the dark now. Can you get home all right?
Sure. Just as long as those dogs aren't out there anymore.
No, they're not around now. You be all right out there.
You worry too much. Much too much. David, wait, I'll walk with you. Well, I can't let the child walk alone in the growing darkness, now can I?
Jason,
Ah, Liz. Will we be having dinner soon?
I'm not here to call you to dinner.
Oh, then I see that we're here for something far more serious, hmm? What is it?
Willie Loomis.
Oh, now, Liz, we're not going to start that again. The lad is out of here, isn't he? We've seen the last of him now, haven't we?
No, we haven't. He's at the old house.
The old house?
That's right.
You've seen him there?
No, Vicky saw him and spoke to him.
Well, what's he doing there?
He says he's working for Mr. Collins.
Working? Now, isn't that interesting?
When are we going to see the last of him?
Well, honestly, Liz, it's the first I've heard about it. I don't know anything about it. And I'll do something about it right away. Oh, by the way, dear Liz, have you by any chance taken care of that little detail?
Detail?
Well, now, Liz, don't tell me your memory is playing tricks on you, hmm? Didn't you arrange that little transfer we agreed upon? Well, Liz, did you or didn't you?
I spoke to my bankers. It's being arranged. They'll get an account number from the bank in Switzerland.
Good. How long did they say it would take, hmm?
A few days.
Oh, that's fine. So I'm finally going to have a Swiss bank account. I've wanted one for so long. And you're making it all come true for me, Liz. I thank you for that. I wonder what the number will be. I do hope it'll be a lucky one.
Oh, Aunt Elizabeth, we're back.
So I see.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Barnabas.
David was down at the old house. I walked back with him.
Thank you.
Guess what? The portrait of Josette isn't missing after all.
Oh, where is it?
Well, Barnabas had it taken down and put into another room. And as soon as it's fixed, he's going to hang it up again.
Good. You have no idea how worried David was when he found the portrait was missing.
Oh, David and I have had a long talk about it. I told him that as soon as we get it rehung, he can come and see it whenever he likes.
Wonderful. Well, David, you see what time it's getting to be. You better get on with your homework.
Well, I got sort of hungry. Can I eat first?
Well, go into the kitchen and ask Mrs. Johnson to give you something.
Okay. So long, Barnabas.
Goodbye, David. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Barnabas. I want you to do me a favor.
Well, certainly. What is it?
Get rid of Willie Loomis immediately.
Get rid of him? Why?
How well do you know this man? Do you know that he's caused trouble in town?
I know everything about him, everything he's done.
And you're still willing to have him around you?
His past is not important. What concerns me is the present and the future.
Well, judging by his past, it's not difficult to predict his future.
Well, I don't want to disagree with you, but Willie is working out quite well, better than you might expect. I've had absolutely no trouble from him whatsoever. And he's doing marvelous things with the old house. He's really quite handy.
We consider him very dangerous. Did you know that he'd been asked to leave town several times?
I had no idea you felt so strongly about it. But as long as you do think this way, I want to cooperate with you in every way. But I'll simply have to get rid of him.
Would you?
Well, I'll regret losing him, but if that's what you want, I'll go along with your wishes, even though I have him completely under my control.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, he does what he's told, without argument, without trouble, without reluctance. Let me go as far as saying that I guarantee that no one will ever have trouble with Willie again.
How could you guarantee that?
Willie and I have an understanding. But in spite of that, if that's what you want, I'll let him go immediately.
You feel certain he's reforming?
Oh, there's no question about it. Willie is a very different person than he was some weeks ago. Now tell me, Elizabeth, what shall I do? Let him go now, or give him an opportunity to prove himself? I can always dismiss him at the slightest indication of trouble. Now, I'll leave it completely in your hands.
I don't know.
You're probably much wiser in this matter than I. Therefore, I trust your judgment completely.
I guess we can give him the benefit of the doubt.
Good. I'll certainly keep a close watch on him. I assure you that you'll have no trouble from him.
Well, now, is the lady of the house in?
Jason,
Why, you've got a good memory for names, Willie. Seeing as how we haven't seen each other for a few days. Since you were on your way out of town. Well, may I come in?
I don't...
You're not being very hospitable, Willie. Is Mr. Collins around?
No, he's not.
Well, then, this would be a good time for us to have a nice little chat now, wouldn't it?
Well, I have some things to do. I'm very busy.
Well, now, not quite the lap of luxury, is it?
It's all right.
So, this is where you work, hmm? Tell me, Willie, just exactly what is it you do here?
Well, a little bit everything. I fix the place up. Carpentry, plumbing.
And a little light housekeeping, hmm?
Jason, you better go.
Well, what are you so nervous about, Willie?
Please, don't play games with me.
All right, Willie. No games. Just straight questions and straight answers, hmm? Now, I want to know just exactly what you were up to.
I'm just working here, honest.
Oh, this is Jason McGuire you're talking to, Willie. You gave up work a few years ago. Swore you'd never work again. And suddenly I find you in a dump like this doing a pile of piddling little jobs, huh?
I'm just trying to find another way to live.
I don't believe you.
Well, you got to.
I believe only what's proven, Willie. Now, Willie, you like money. And suddenly I find you here, working for a guy who's loaded with it. I want to know what you're up to. I want to know everything.
I'll tell you exactly what he's doing. Did I startle you?
Oh, well, I'm not the startling kind. But I was well on my way to it there. I didn't hear you come in, you know.
You hear that, Willie? That's a compliment to the excellent job you did on those squeaky floorboards.
You see, I was a wee bit concerned about my friend here, wondering what he might be up to.
I can account for all of his activities, if you'd like.
Yes, I'd like that very much, please.
Willie, I think it's time for you to do that job that you have to do.
Yeah. It's time.
Well, now,
What is it?
there's been quite a change in the lad. Willie was never the kind to be an errand runner.
Willie is now an errand runner.
Now, that surprises me.
There are a lot of things about Willie that would surprise you.
How did you manage that?
I found a way.
Well, you must tell me how you did it sometime. Well,
I just wanted to see how he was, you know? So he does work for you, hmm?
Yes, he does. As a matter of fact, I was just explaining his functions to my cousin Elizabeth, to her satisfaction.
Oh, well, now that's good news. Because it was Liz, you see, who insisted I come down here and stick my nose in. But if she's off the warpath now, I can take it easy.
Everything is under control.
However, I think I should warn you about Willie. The kind of man he is.
I know what kind he is.
Oh? You know, he isn't to be trusted.
I know.
Well, I just thought I should let you know. And if there's ever any problem, why, please feel free to call on me. I can handle him rather well, you know.
Thank you. But I can deal with him far more effectively than anyone.
Maggie?
Pop, come on in. Ready to go?
About as ready as I'll ever be.
The night shift shaping up?
Sure. Got my union card and all. I'm going to have to get fitted for glasses. The painting by candlelight is getting to my corneas.
I wish you didn't have to go.
So do I. But who can afford to be snobbish at these prices?
All the same, I still wish you could stay.
What is it, Mag?
Nothing.
Oh, those stories about those girls being attacked, that's it?
I don't know. Maybe.
If you really want, I'll stay.
No, Pop. Go ahead.
No, I mean it.
I'll be all right.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Then you just take it easy. Relax. I'll try to get back early.
Okay. All right, Pop. Now, you paint well.
Oh, just like the old master himself.
I like the progress you're making.
Oh, thank you very much. Nothing like pleasing the subject. I wish I could be sure of what I was doing now. You know, painting like this is an experience I may never get over. Actually, the work would go much faster if I could paint in daylight. I hate to see a subject sit as long as you've been sitting.
Time has been of no concern to me, only the circumstances.
Circumstances?
One of my ancestors was painted here in this room.
Uh-huh. And you want to follow his footsteps?
Yes, in his footsteps. Your daughter didn't drive up with you tonight?
No, she's at home.
I see. Your daughter is a very lovely girl.
That she is.
You must be very proud of her.
I am. She's a very hard-working girl. I'll be very happy when she marries and settles down.
Mr. Evans, I'm certain that your lovely daughter's future is already assured.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.